yeah. Hey, fire signs. Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. There are many layers of meaning. In my readings, I'm going to touch on a few. It may or may not resonate. Try to hear me and feel me for best results. Sometimes the roles can be reversed, and viewer discretion is advised. All right, fantastic. So, let's get an overall for the fire sign, shall we? We'll start with Leo. Leo overall. Kicking rocks. Pain don't last forever. Wish I knew then what I know now. All right. Been through the shit. Going where demons and angels fear to tread. Let's talk more. Transcending. This is Aries. Transcending our emotions, facing our fears, facing our demons up in here so we can get the bird's eye view, be detached and objective. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. High Priestess. Intuitive knowing, connection, being connected, right? Psychically, intuitively, seeing behind the veil of reality, seeing behind the veil of appearances, and operating with the knowledge of both worlds. Or that's a high priestess. Somebody's dealing with a high priestess. Common denominator, leap of faith, effective in the face of doubt, or somebody's a fool. Okay? Or both. Justice. There we go. Oh, let's get some rocks. Windy. All right. There we are. Fantastic. The devil, you say. Yeah, so the justice juice is already out here before the devil even got here. So the high priestess might have known about the devil look like here. Oh, hold on. Somebody's calling me. Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hang on, honey. All right, sorry about that. My grandbaby has something to say about Roe versus Wade. Yeah. Asked her what she thought. She was like, she about 3 months old. Okay, so anyhow, I told her I felt the same way. But anyhow, let's go here. Destruction of the past, new beginning. All right, who's this? Leo juice. All of that for nothing. Guilty. Somebody has to get over it. I get the sensation of someone blaming themselves or being hard on themselves, harder than they need to be. That's the sensation that I get because their conscience is bothering them. Or maybe it's also some of these demons. Yeah, I think it's the demons, like as if, it's like you falling, tripping and falling, or you hurt yourself, hit yourself in the head with the basketball or something, something silly. And somebody going, you hurt yourself, like as if every fucking body doesn't experience that when they come to this planet, like as if this person never has experienced that and they never will, like it's weird. So that's the sensation that I get, like the demons was like, but, like grow up maybe a little, I don't know, but that's the sensation that I'm getting. 10 of Pentacles. Look, somebody wants to turn one Pentacale into 10. Sorry, 10. 2, that's not so amazing. But 10, yes, amazing. Go from 1 pentacle to 10 pentacles. Because now they know how. Okay, so this is reaching your goal. So somebody knows how to reach their goal in a way they didn't know before. Might have something to do with this leap of faith juice. Being effective in the face of doubt juice. Okay? Or having faith at all. Somebody might have learned that having faith is the magic of making some shit happen. Okay, Aries is saying, hold on. Aries is saying something was all for nothing. Either something with a pregnant woman, something with money, something doesn't belong to somebody. And I get the sensation that this is a relief. Or somebody is still going to have an abundant future contingent upon the transcendence of these emotions and facing of the fears and the demons. Okay, so somebody might have tried to avoid that, but it's part of their bloodline legacy to transcend the emotions and the demons. Okay, let us move on. Mm-hmm. Okay, the devil said something that made a big impact. The devil said something that made a big impact. Maybe the high priestess said something about the devil that made a big impact. Or the high priestess knew something, or you knew something intuitively when the devil said something, like like it revealed a thing that the devil wasn't trying to reveal. Or the high priestess, if this is a person who's a high priestess, a person might have said something, might have pointed to all this, like how to pick up on certain shit, some such thing like that. Or that was your intuition doing that, or both. All right, let us go further. All right, the fool, yeah, yes, taking a leap of faith, effective in the face of doubt, favorable outcome by remaining centered within the self. Then you can take risks because they're calculated risks, because the most important thing isn't moving, right? So that takes some degree of understanding and knowledge, some degree of experience, and yeah, experience. Like this guy, he's got the experience kicking up the rocks. You see what I'm saying? He's been there, done that, goes where demons and angels fear to tread. And so he knows. He knows about taking what risks make sense to take and what risks don't make sense to take, so you can get this favorable outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like what is certain and what isn't certain. He knows more, this guy, about than most people, because he's a veteran. So he knows more than most people about, what's a smart risk to take and what isn't. Effective in the face of doubt. That's why. Because with that knowledge, he's effective in the face of doubt. He is empowered. He is the master of his destiny. He is seizing control of his destiny. Look like here. Because he feels that he knows how to get a favorable outcome. And that is by remaining unmoved. I'm going to guess in his faith. That's what I'm going to guess right now. Because this is about this leap of faith. So it's like when you're doing something that's uncertain, what increases the likelihood of you being able to be effective in the face of doubt, or in the face of not having all the information, or in the face of not being sure. What causes you to still remain effective is that your faith is unmoved. That changes the possible outcomes. So this guy is seeing that, that not only is that the law, like it not only is that how it works, but you actually have to function in the manifestation of that. You have to grab the staff of your destiny and make some decisions, some executive decisions for yourself. Look like here. That's look like what this person knows that they didn't know before. Or pain don't last forever, and so they know the protocol. They know how to have a new beginning, even though there's destruction of the past. They know how to meet the goal for long-term stability, or meet the goal and land on the target. Bursting free of limiting beliefs. That's how you do it. See, faith. That's the theme here. Make careful emotional decisions. Remain unmoved in your faith. Burst free of your limiting beliefs of what you think is possible, and assume that anything is possible and everything is possible in terms of what can you have and what are you capable of doing. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Remain unmoved. Give without quantification. I want to say here, give without quantification. Like, oh, I gave you this, you owe me that, right? Because Ten of Pentacles, have faith in abundance is what I get out of that. Have faith in the possibilities. Have faith and move forward like you are going to reach your goal. Handle it like it's a done deal, right? This is what this guy knows how to do. He understands the limit. He understands the scope and how far pain goes. He know it doesn't go on forever. Eventually the shit is over and you're not in pain anymore. You dig what I'm saying? And you don't have to be dead to have this experience. That's what he realizes, you know, because, we're transcending our emotions, facing our fears here. You know how most people fear death? You know what I'm saying? And then look at all the dead people. Look at all the dead people, right? Some people are afraid and they're dead, and some people are not afraid and they're dead, right? So your fear don't have no bearing on whether or not you're going to be dead. Right, right. What has a bearing on whether or not you're going to be dead is, do you have faith? Right. Do you understand what you have the power to do? That's, are you firm in your faith? Are you solid and stable and sturdy in your faith? That's what determines the outcome. Look like here. So that's why you don't have to quantify what you give, because God will pay you. Amen. In 10 Pentacles. Just saying. Right. Okay, so if somebody out there is concerned about the end of resources, or maybe you feel like, yeah, concerned about the end of resources on whatever scale that's manifesting, emotionally, financially, whatever, then you need to burst free from your limiting beliefs about that. Anything and everything is possible. You can have 10 of Pentacles. Sure you can. Sure you can. hmm But you have to be unmoved and unmovable in your faith. That's critical. Effective in the face of doubt. It looks doubtful. It looks doubtful. Odds look like they against you. But that has no bearing on whether or not you're going to be successful. What has a bearing is your faith. Fantastic. Your careful decision making, especially emotionally, and also giving without quantification, because you know that you'll be more than paid. This 10 of Pentacles in my deck is about having more than enough for everyone, enough for yourself to live abundantly, enough to share with other people so that they are living abundantly. Okay, so that's why we have to burst free of this limiting belief around this end of resources energy here. Okay, so whose juice was that? That was the Leo juice. Okay, so that's Leo juice for all the fire signs. Let's go into Aries juice. Justice card. Balancing of the scales, balancing of the karma. Let's find out more. Let's find out more. Conflict. Cut it out. Find an alternative to war. Look like here. Find an alternative to war. You don't have to be at war. Look like here. Okay, the conflict could be internal. Conflict could be internal. Okay, something has to be cut out before it becomes a problem. Anger. Angry empress. All for nothing. Waste of energy. Facing the inconvenient truth. Cutting out something before it becomes a problem. Okay, because it's going to lead to heartbreak in terms of this abundant future, bloodline legacy. Respect for women's affairs. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on your own name. Put some respect on some feminine's name. So this guy, deep feeling guy, he might need to put some respect on some woman's name, and or some sort of conflict has to come to rest, it looked like here. hmm This is like respecting the feminine principle, because here we get an abundance and we have a future of abundance, but it's going to require respect. Okay, because it looks like somebody has to come to terms with the feminine principle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody has to make peace with the feminine principle. Whatever that is, and however that works. This could be taking care of yourself. This could be a masculine taking care of a feminine, like equal, on an equal level, because justice, balance. But somebody needs to transcend some conflict energy in order to remain accessible to the abundant future and the sudden come up. Okay, so I feel like that's what's at stake in this maneuver of transcending the emotions and balancing the scales. It's justice. Okay, let's talk about this devil. Ah, mm-hmm. Okay, let's go a little further. Mm-hmm. Empress card, emperor figure, here in Sagittarius juice world. Thugging it out, protecting what matters most, thugging it out, making dreams come true, meeting our obligations, boat. So we got movement. We have movement. We got messages, movements, big impacts, and some thugging. hmm Okay, so I get the sensation that this is what somebody intuitively knew or said, or a high priestess said this, or you're a high priestess, you said this, or you knew this. I get the sensation, yeah. I get this. This is a combo. This is a combination of things. Somebody said something that identified this devil energy somehow, that like clarified it on some level. Then there's somebody intuitively picking up on this. It could be a combination. I get the sensation it's a combination of these things. Somebody picked up on it and somebody already said something about it, right? That sort of thing. Um, so okay. So suddenly I'm fucking starving. Okay, so anyhow, side note. Um, it looked like the devil tried to attack the Empress. There's several maneuvers going on here. The devil tried to attack the Empress by causing the Emperor to fall from his throne. All right, you got all that? You got all that? That's what it looked like. By giving the Emperor a hard time And by having like a severe, is the lack of a better term, severe impact, or extreme, that's the word I'm looking for. They had some sort of extreme negative impact, the devil, on the emperor in order to attack the empress. So on some level, the devil couldn't access the empress directly. You dig it? So of course, if you're taking out a target, what do you go for first? Security. You go for security. First you take out the security. Then you can comfortably and in peace go after your target. Am I right? So this is what the devil apparently was thinking. And this was the gift that kept on giving, apparently, because thugging it out. So that's a process. So that means over time, the devil was having this emperor under attack or in some sort of position, and over this was like a time released attack. I get the sensation. All right, but let's get to the last couple of cards here. Okay, separation was the goal here for the devil. Mm-hmm. And to block communication. So I get the sensation that the empress had protected herself from the devil, knowing that the devil was afoot. And somebody said this, right? Possibly the same person. Somebody said something, or the empress picked up on this devil, or the empress said the devil's over there, and then somebody else was like, wait, the devil, who, wait, what, and then started picking up on it, something like that. Okay, something around there. Somebody was surprised. I get the sensation that it turned out to be true. I get the sensation. mm-hmm like, how did you know, kind of thing. It's possible they might want to talk to you about it, because that happens to me. Like, sometimes somebody will tell me something and I'll be like, get the fuck out of here, you don't know what you're talking about, or whatever. It's not often, but sometimes it happens. And then if I find out they were right, oh man, I'll be right back there to tell them, oh, you was right. Because who does that? Number one, so you're welcome. Number two, I'm like a scientist. I'm more interested in having the right answer than I am in whether or not you had it first, or who knew. I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as we get the answer, that's the important part. So I'll be giving out respect where it's due. And this is the sensation that I'm giving. Like, somebody wants to be like, oh my God, let me tell you what happened, just what you said, kind of thing. That's the sensation that I'm getting there. All right. And then somebody is separated, or, yeah. hmm Somebody's at a distance or has a psychic connection, because connection, High Priestess card, connection, psychic connection. So those two psychic connections right there. Somebody told somebody something. And then they was like, yeah, 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 kind of like that. And then it all came out, looked like hair. All right, fantastic. Listen, I hope that message helps somebody out there. I really do. For personal, get in contact with me for more deep ass readings where we see, okay, that we have the intuitive knowledge to figure this devil out and keep those scales balanced and be effective in the face of doubt. I know that's right. All right. Let's see what else. Like, share, and subscribe. Did I say that? Hit the notification bell. I said all that. Okay. There you go. And pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom over at Amazon. Make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. Join the Facebook group, of course, so you can get some extra juice over there. Talk to like minds. And I'll see you again here soon, party people, behind the black veil.